Bonjour et bienvenue à tous. Welcome to again the guidance and advice. Today, I would like to discuss avoiding the pressure. And what I mean by that, avoid the pressure, is that we tend to pressure ourselves greatly. Now, we are very high octane, very productive. Oh boy, are we motivated. And that is honorable. We want those traits. Yet, sometimes, you know, because we are constantly spending time running, we run out of breath. Here's another kind of anecdote for you, not an anecdote as much as a teachable moment. There once was a man in the woods, and he's a lumberjack. He is hacking away with his axe at a tree, and he won't stop, and he's going and going. He is like a madman. And a colleague, another lumberjack, walks by. He says, "Hey, should take a moment and just kind of like sharpen your blade." And the guy tells him, "Oh, I don't have time. I don't have time. I'm way too busy hacking away." The moral here is that the idea that we want to take a bit of time, to take a minute to sharpen our tools. We don't want to go. We might end up running out of steam. The downside is demoralization. We have higher expectations. We feel like we need to keep this up constantly. And we can, and we should. Pressure is not a bad thing. We need to pressure ourselves. If we didn't, some folks would stay in bed all day. We got to tell ourselves, hey, got to get up and be somebody. Let's go out there and be somebody. D'accord? That's a good idea. Uh, Also, we all had a chance to maybe quit school or something was going on in our life at some point. We need to just kind of quit our job, quit everything. We didn't. Pressure happens. And pressuring ourselves, a bit of pressure, is good to ensure that we kind of, have some momentum, get going. When the times get tough, the tough get going, and we make it a little tough on ourselves. True, I'm all for it. Yet, there is such a thing as too much pressure. Pressure often comes from outside. Alors, maybe a supervisor, a manager. I'll go with those kind of examples. Maybe somebody who is kind of maybe not really happy for you. They're not unhappy for you. I don't want to start stuff. I don't want to start a fight in your office. But they should understand that time for class is time for class. Nothing on my schedule. When I say that I'm not available for French training, leave me the hell alone. Not an email, not a phone call. Leave it. Leave it. I'm not available. And especially sometimes colleagues will just kind of barge in and, oh boy, I need your help. I need your help. And really, it's something they should have done on their own, that they should be ready for, their own work, that they need help with. Yeah, they need help with the meaning that they skipped, the information that we all have on hand. Alors, instead of going to the boss and facing the fact that they screwed up somewhere, or they're not up to, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, they come and bug a colleague. And I can see how, unity and all that. I'm a big spokesperson for standing together and all that, togetherness. But at the same time, French class is French class. We don't need additional pressure from the workplace. We don't need additional pressure from a colleague. Then we don't need additional pressure concerning deadlines. We have deadlines, and we all have deadlines, of course. And when it comes to a language test, we might have a pretty tight deadline. Alors, we're starting to wonder, well, will I make it? The more pressure, the worse it gets. Go with this kind of idea. Um, do you ever have a rough night? You can't sleep. You're not sleeping very well. I like to think really hot weather kind of does that, but whatever scenario, your brain is active. Maybe you ate too late. Maybe you had one coffee too many that day. Who knows? But your brain is wide awake and it's 2 in the morning, and you know you have to wake up before 6. And the more you want to sleep, and the less you are. The more you're thinking, I can't fall, I can't miss it. I have to wake up. I can't miss the bus this morning or whatever else. The more we think about how we have to wake up early, the more tense we are, the less we sleep. And then, sure enough, at 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning, you do get a good night's sleep, and you are going to miss that. That you are going to miss that clock. That call, that alarm is not going to wake you up. Well, That happened to, I'd say, a lot of folks in life at some point. Happened to me in the past, probably happened to you in the past. What I mean to say is the more we think about the pressure, the more we think about the deadlines, the closer they're coming, and the more we are not focused on what really matters. Resting, letting the information sit in. Another form of pressure that we might have is one day, let's say we're in a session together. We are working on oral training and so on. We are working on dialogue. And for some reason, my dynamics are great. Your dynamics are great. We are learning super well. We are in great unison. We are great synergy there. Maybe it's something we ate. Maybe it's the topic at hand. Maybe it's just the weather. Who knows? But somehow, some way, somewhere in the universe, everything is just perfect. And you are crushing it. And it is looking good. That is abnormally good, for example. And then the next session or the one after that, we're not so hot. It's not maybe my fault, maybe not your fault, maybe not what we ate, maybe not the weather, maybe it is the weather. Who knows? But something is just not clicking. And yet we're still holding ourselves up to that standard of excellence. That ceiling shattering session we had. We did extremely well the other day, and we think, well, I should do extremely well every time. It's kind of like let's go with the idea. I'm not sure, but I do play music. Let's go with musicians. I think some days they might be on top of the world. Some days they're not playing as well. That could happen, but it's not every day that they create a masterpiece. They might some days they come up with a song and the sound and the play, and it's just they're impressive to themselves. They are just doing great that day. It's not the standard. So don't put yourself onto those standards. Like we should always be amazing. I don't think I'll ever make it. I'm regressing. I'm actually worse than I used to be. All baloney. We tend to give ourselves a very hard time. Additional pressure, feeling silly, feeling dumb, feeling I shouldn't ask that question. Alors we want back to confidence, sure, but we want back to a good attitude. A good attitude is that who cares? Who cares? Your teacher is on your side. You're on your side, or should be on your side. And so, if it's a silly question, go ahead and ask it. If somebody told you, your teacher told you 100 times, then he'll tell you 101. He'll tell you 102. He'll tell you 100 more times. That's what they're here for. That should be part of the process. And maybe if they're not doing a good job, maybe they'll take on a new approach, a new tactic, a new technique, something towards picking up that element that we're not getting. But don't pressure yourself. Give yourself the time to pick it up. And I'm not an advocate for take your time, take it easy. Hey, bro, take it easy. No, I want some pressure. I want you guys to pick up the language quickly. Pay attention, be good, but at the same time, don't be like your own worst enemy. Somebody who's giving yourself snarky comments. You're no good at this. You'll never make it. You think you're good, but you're not. But all that stuff, I don't know what you could tell yourself, but don't tell yourself any of that stuff. And sometimes we'll have somebody, a colleague or friend or somebody, tell us how they did great, and we feel like, ugh, gosh, I don't know if I could ever be that great. It's all baloney. I don't want to say just a good attitude. I want to say prevent giving yourself way too much pressure in the sense that you are actually hurting yourself. We want motivation. We don't want to simmer in motivation till it burns us. We don't want to be unbearable because that stuff is not built to last. Some days, and I'd say I get that from almost all students, there's a breaking point and people hit an all-time low. That will happen to you, and face it and just, get up and go. And maybe preventively, don't be so damn hard on yourself. And that's my advice. That's my strong advice. I really recommend it. This is preventive, I'm hoping, but of course, you might notice when this is happening to you. You might not notice when this happens to you. So when it does happen, when the water balloon does burst or whatever, when that happens, and you are just about to give up, well, don't. Demotivation is a bit different from this. This is just a pressure overdose. Avoid. If you can't avoid it, then ignore it. Get up and go. We continue moving forward, always moving forward, always getting better. And that is my advice to you today. I hope you're enjoying this little segment here, and I wish you well, my friends. Keep it up.